Yeah. We just said we only need one. I mean, I think the guys were really wanting to put a couple away tonight. They felt that based on what we had given them, IUPUI was going to sit and drop numbers based on what they've done in other games against other opponents, and they felt good about getting some chances and scoring some goals. So I just didn't want them to get impatient and press if the goal wasn't coming. So getting the goal in the first half did help, and then not getting the second goal before half, I was afraid again we'd come after half and press too much, and I didn't think we did that for the most part. So again, pleased with the overall performance, and I thought our midfield and back line just was spot on, and everything they had to deal with made it easy for Colin tonight to get another shutout, and that's great for us moving forward.
How would you rate Weddy's performance, his first career start?
I thought he had a good night. I thought there was, I thought the sequence leading to the goal was a nice little play to set that up with he and Rico, and then finish with Ballard. I would like to have seen him get a few more chances on goal himself, shot creation, but his service on restarts, especially the second half, was phenomenal. I really felt the restarts tonight again, another area that we were so close, but some overall better in execution, just not there in the finish. But Weddy, I thought maybe a few more shot creations. Overall, I thought his passing was good. He worked hard. He's still a work in progress for what we want, but I think it was a good step forward for him.
Even without Grant, that back line held us on all night. I guess how pleased are you with the way they were able to kind of pull?
Yeah, I thought the defense. I mean, they didn't put many numbers forward, so it was really on how we seal the play, and that's staying really sharp. So kind of our attacking defensive shape, if you will. And I thought Krev and Timmy were very good about making sure we were the 2-3 yards we needed to be to seal a play and still not get in behind on a counter. And you can get casual in a game where you feel like you're not under pressure, and I think that was really strong that they didn't accept the one moment, didn't fall into that trap. And then in particular, the distribution from Tim, he hits some really high-level distribution moments tonight, whether it was changing it to Gutman from right to left or just his entry balls. We did play a little bit more up the right side out of design, and I thought Derek was good with his distribution too, but playing on his left foot's a little bit tougher on his non-dominant, so we really wanted to go to Tim, and Tim was very good with his passing.
You talked about a little bit there, but Tim's been called out quite a bit these last few games, just for various reasons, the red card and this. How critical has it been for him to kind of step in there just as a whole and play as well as he has? I'm
really happy for Tim because he's just stayed along the path. Like we tell a lot of these young players who, if they redshirted and their time hasn't come yet, we just say stay on course and just keep getting better. And if you do that, opportunity might come either due to form or an injury or what have you. And in this case, Grant's injury and red card opened that door for Tim. And if you're not in a good place mentally and you're not training well, then you're not going to take advantage. I think Tim came in and really did well for us, and the team has a lot of confidence. So I think we are stronger moving forward. With Grant healthy, does it give us options and different looks? Absolutely, with the way Tim's playing.
What was kind of the thought process with moving Rich up top? It seemed like a lineup might be more similar to what you did in the spring a little bit.
Well, we're trying to simplify Rich's role a little bit. We've moved him around a lot, and in fairness to him, I think it's tough when you move as a striker and then as their underneath striker and then their wide player, and we're trying to get him a little bit more up high with Rashad and maybe split that time. So we have a couple things in mind kind of moving forward in a review of how do we want a rotation to look like up top. And I think tonight what you saw is something we might look to continue to do, and because I think Rich and Rashad bring really different components to the game, and I think tactically it allows us to change the way we're playing. And I think our team can do a good job of also reading which player is up there to play to their strengths.
Is the lack of efficiency shot-wise, is that a concern, or is it just one of these things where you go through cycles?
No, it's not. We said before the season we need to become a better finishing team. So we just got to keep working at it. I'm not concerned. It's just an area that we need to improve, and I feel that we'll get goals. And sometimes games where you again have so many chances like this, it somewhat compounds. And we just have to look at it and say, was this a good decision there, and how was the technique? And it's hard to get a lot of repetition in it up through this juncture because we've been in preseason and right into games, and it's just an area that in the next 6 weeks we'll spend a lot of time with our key attacking players on getting them into the exact spots that they find themselves in the game, and I think we'll get better.
Looking at Rutgers upcoming, what kind of challenges do they bring to you guys?
Well, they returned the Player of the Year offensive with Wright. He's a handful and certainly had a really good game against us last year. And they have some other very good attackers, a couple injuries that they're still sorting out, and we haven't figured out exactly who's available for them. It's another, for us, it's just the next game, and I'm not just saying that, it really is for this team. We'll prepare and know what their strengths and areas of weakness are, but I'm really focused on this group and how they prepare, and Rutgers will pose a different threat than tonight and the previous game, and we'll have those tendencies ready. But for the most part, it's going to be just us getting regenerated, ready mentally, getting ready for a travel out east, and knowing that it's not a revenge of last year, which was one of our weaker games of the year. It's just we have 3 points in the line, and we're going in to get them, and that's the next team in the path.